Susan?
Sure, we all want to be able to work longer hours, but overdosing on stimulants is not the answer. From a higher chance of accidents and mistakes to a decrease in performance and quality of work, Person Dynamics provides reports that too many stinks
like I'm living paycheck to paycheck. I cannot get ahead. I do not buy expensive clothes. I do not take expensive trips. I do not put stuff on credit card. I'm not there yet. But for what I make, I should live very comfortably, and I don't presently. I thought at one time if I made as much as I make now, I would be rich and have no problems, and that's probably true 8 years ago. But over the past 5 years, I have seen my standard of living substantially drop.
I need to know the details. I don't trust anybody at this point, given their story, regardless of what they say that they do, because it's so many different things that you can add into it. Do you have to pay child support? Were you recently divorced? And I'm just asking these questions is based off of what he's told us, because a controls engineer, because I Googled it while he was talking, makes on average between $96,000 and $120,000 a year. All right. If you got skin in the game and you've been there for a while, then I'm assuming that you make significantly more than that. To have no bills, basically, is what he's telling us. To be living in a trailer. I'm assuming that your kids got a whole lot of extracurricular activities, or maybe you like to trick it off on the house. Because I am trying to figure out where the money is going. Unless people give context and say, hey, listen, this is what my budget is. This is what my paychecks are bi-weekly. This is what I take home, and then this is what I spend my money on. It's no way for us to be able to justify that people just can't afford to live anymore. Because if you're telling me that you make let's say you make $120,000 a year because you've been doing it for a long time, because clearly he's a snow hare. If you're telling me that as a single man that you can't survive and live and thrive off $120,000 a year, I say you got much, much, much bigger problems on your hands.
I am so sick of people talking about the economy and how people need to just stop buying coffee or wait till they can afford kids to have them. It's tough out here for everyone. I'm a controls engineer. I have a
Help with what, Mr. Bot Guy? Can't really fight in the plane. Well, if you have gimbaled weapons, G does the gimbal, and then like right alt G sometimes changes how the guns fire. But not every gun has like that automatic aim. But if you're fighting NPCs, a Mustang's gonna be a little weak for like the bigger missions. I don't know what you're trying to fight, but generally you kind of want to bait the NPCs out and like fight them one by one, or I guess with the Mustang you could try and close the gap and like stay in their blind spot if there's only like one NPC, but if you get caught in a bunch of NPCs, you're gonna get destroyed pretty quick. If the intercept was a group of players, then you're probably just gonna die, to be honest. If there's a group of players intercepting people, there's only a few ships that can actually outrun the intercept, and that's like the Herald and the 300 Eyes, like the 300 series ships. But usually there'll be multiple ships there, and they'll dampen you, and there's nothing that you can do besides fight, and you're outgunned, so you'll usually lose. That's why I've become a big fan of the Herald. Last patch, people were dampening me, and I couldn't escape with any ship, no matter how big it was. The Herald was the only thing that could get me out. Well, it is a starter ship. I mean, if I had a Herald, or if I had a A Mustang. I don't know which one that you have or anything like that. I've never really used the Mustangs that much. But I would still just do FPS ground missions and merc missions. But right now they're bugged. But if you do like the investigation missions and you do this, like the Onyx mission I'm at right now. Is that you? The hell? That was indeed strange. But these Onyx facilities, Hathor, places like that, you can loot and find rare armor pieces and sell those to players for like a good amount of money. So I would say something like that is probably better to do, or to do some of the, like... I mean, right now a lot of the ground missions are bugged. So there's not a ton of them that you can do for money. But the Mustang would be pretty decent at ground missions. It's pretty stealthy. I mean, I don't really try to make money, but I'm like at 16 mil or something. The thing is, right now in game, people give out money so much, like you could literally probably just ask in chat and someone will send you like $1 billion.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System. Your vehicle has been moved to our storage facility. Please visit us again. Goodbye. Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System. Your vehicle has been moved to our storage facility.
Well, this isn't good. I mean, you could probably hop in with this group I'm with. They're farming random stuff. So you could probably make some money off. My guy. You glitched my ship, dog. With your Mustang. Now it's glitched out. And it's all your fault, brother.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System.
Let's see here. Yeah, right now there's like so much money inside the game that people just have billions of dollars. So it doesn't surprise me. Oh, fuck. We're good. We are good. Um, it's hard in game, so if you'd have to get on Spectrum, probably is the easiest way. So you'd have to do like Robert Space Industries Spectrum. And then on there, you can add people to a friends list with their name. I would have to try to get you on my friends list, I guess, or they would have to add you to the group. What's your in-game name? If you'll type it out. Is there a particular reason that you chose the bot as your name? it really makes you sound like you don't mind if your account gets banned. Because it's like bought with a bunch of like random like letters and stuff. So it makes it seem like it's like a spam quick account. App tip. Russia doesn't have any vowels? It's crazy. Oh shit. Fuck. Gotta search the area. What's van doen, ja? We'll see what he says. Trespassing or attempting to trespass on the train track.
Step away from the platform edge when train is approaching. Stand by and let passengers disembark before boarding. Now arriving from Tisa Spaceport. Stand by and let passengers disembark before boarding.
Taco Bell's Lux Cravings boxes take you on lavish adventures. Luxuriate with the $5 box. Be transported with the $7 box. Or encounter delights in the $9 box, like the cheesy dipping burritos. Choose your Lux Cravings box only at Taco Bell.
I mean, I wasn't saying you were going to get banned. I just said that it kind of seemed like you didn't care if you got banned. Changing your name really quick is kind of odd, though.
Now arriving. Tisa Spaceport. Please watch your step as disembarking the train. Security reserves the right of Metro Center. Stand by.
It's not really that it's against the rules or anything. It's just that there's like groups that have there's like people that have alt accounts and they'll put in like a bunch of random numbers and letters, or they'll put like something weird in their name. And they'll have like 6 accounts with the same name. What are you gonna buy with your 5 mil? I don't know exactly what would be the best. I mean, Cutlass Blacks are generally pretty standard. Avenger Titan is really fast. It's a pretty popular starter ship, or like a advanced starter. I like the speed of the Herald, the 300 series. But I mean, 5 mil, I think you can buy a Cutlass Black, which is a pretty standard ship. It can hold some ground vehicles. It can move some cargo. It gets good weapons. Pretty versatile. I don't know what ships are 25 mil. I'd probably still just get like a cheaper one. Probably like the safest bets are Cutlass Black, Andromeda, or the Taurus, or the Corsair. Those are pretty standard ships that people run. They can do most things decently. Well, mining ships, I don't know what the biggest is. I mean, the Prospector is an entry-level mining ship. And they have the Golem. Ground mining, you have the Rock and Rock DS, so you can fit those in like some of the ships. Like if you get a Corsair or an Andromeda or something, you can fit a rock miner in there and mine quite a few different things. Prospector's a little bit harder. Yeah, salvage is good. I don't know if it's as profitable as it used to be, but I mean, it's a pretty relaxing game loop. You don't really have to worry about a whole lot with salvage. It's like spraying a car, basically.
Please visit us again. Remember, if you're contemplating a career change, you should contact one of Hurston's resource managers for information.
Let me see. Star Citizen. Pretty much everything's on the line on the websites. Vulture is 2.6 mil. Rental is 69,000. You can get it at Lorville, Terminus. Alright, so basically Lorville, I guess, on Hurston. If you find a ship rental place, you can rent a bunch of ships for really low cost as well. Like the Andromeda is like, I don't know, like 25 mil or something, but you can rent it for like 100K. I don't think I saw anything.
Has this sneaky little trick up its sleeve. It makes the New California Republic feel like a ghost story and a lifeline at the exact same time. Like, you walk into the room expecting an army, and instead you find a couple of worn-out rangers, an abandoned country club, and a cowboy robot that looks like he's been through a blender. And yet, that tiny NCR presence is still powerful enough to change what the ghoul does, how he gets Lucy back, and why the whole Legion situation goes from stalemate to everybody screaming and dying in the dust. So when we talk about the NCR Alliance, we're not talking about a big speech, a flag-raising moment, or two factions shaking hands like it's a wedding photo. It's messier than that. It's the kind of alliance that only exists in the wasteland, where you don't team up because you fully trust each other, but because you've got the same enemy breathing down your neck, and you're smart enough to know you can't win alone. And in episode 3, the ghoul needs the NCR for one main reason: leverage. But the deeper reason is way more interesting.
Take you back a second. Selfishly, at the end of the day, trying to give our kids all of their vitamins was really frustrating. It's ugly. Because they didn't like it, there was too many to take, or it ended up being kind of like candy where they wanted to eat so much of it that it became another frustration. So I wanted to create an all-encompassing supplement for kids. We created it with Beam. I absolutely love this product. It's not only...
The NCR is basically the last living proof that his world didn't have to turn into pure brutality. The NCR is a reminder that people once tried to rebuild something that looked like law, order, and maybe even decency. And that reminder hits the ghoul at the worst possible time, right when Lucy is literally nailed up as a warning sign, and the Legion is itching to tear the world open again. Let's start with what the NCR is supposed to be, because the show is playing with that expectation on purpose. In Fallout lore, the New California Republic is one of the biggest civilization trying to come back factions in the wasteland. It's a republic with elections, laws, and a whole government structure built out of shady sands and spreading outward like it's trying to stitch the world back together with duct tape and paperwork. In Fallout New Vegas, the NCR stands as the ideological opposite of Caesar's Legion. Democracy and civil rights on one side, slavery and strength is all that matters on the other, and Camp Golf, where the ghoul goes in episode 3, isn't a random stop. In New Vegas, Camp Golf is the NCR Rangers regional headquarters, basically a big deal for the NCR presence in the Mojave. The House Resort and Country Club sitting inside Camp Golf is one of those perfect Fallout jokes that's also kind of sad. This fancy pre-war resort became a military base because the old world died and the new world needed somewhere to stand.
That's where it's said online. It's New Dill in Loreville, so as soon as you go into Loreville and you go to the spaceport from your hangar, you'll take a right, and then you'll take another right. It's on Hurston. When you get to Hurston and you look at these like little symbols when you're in nav mode, it's like a pentagon. Salvage is pretty chill though. You just kind of like sit back and scrape away. Just be careful of players. It's where you have destroyed ships, you potentially have PvP. Ah. Brothers. I thought we weren't letting women in here. playing isn't exactly what I would say. More or less, they've added me to this fucking group thing for months, and they keep sending you an invite constantly. And then when you join, they're farming for like an Idris or a Polaris or something. And so they're just like getting a bunch of people to help them randomly farm stuff for their org. And then they're trying to get me to join their comms channel so that they can tell me what to do when I have to explain to them how to do the fucking mission. They didn't know these boxes existed the first time they went through here. They want me to join their Discord. They're making a huge deal about me not joining their Discord, too. For some reason, they need to talk to me in comms so they can tell me when to walk so I don't knock somebody out of an elevator. And I'm telling them, just fucking walk faster. I've noticed with the NPCs, I mean, they're saying that I have to be vetted. I have to join their voice chat to be vetted to make sure I'm not a bot. I've been helping them for like 2 weeks. Is I hate being in Discords where people have to like, oh, it's like when you play Tarkov. And people act like they know everything. And then you fucking die 16 times in a row. 100% guarantee they ain't gonna like me if I get in their comms. It's gonna be like, shut the fuck up, lock in, no talking until the mission's done. I want to hear a damn word until we're out of this place. Three-word sentences. That's all you get. I don't care about the micromanagement. It's just that for me to follow your orders, I have to trust your judgment. And I'm not giving that to anybody on the internet. It's these little things. Like, they're going through comms. That guy's going to look at the number. They run over the door. I've already got the code in, bitches. You're slow. Guaranteed in that Discord, that one guy was like, I'm going to get the number, stand by the door. They ran by the door. They didn't have the number yet. They stood by the door. I got the number and went to the door. Boom. Ooh, coffee. Are you saying these guys are the Legion, or is the Even Leases guy the Legion? It's like running and gunning is one way to do this, but this map was built with cheeky angles. So every single emplacement, every single NPC, there's a cheeky angle to easily kill all of them without getting shot back. The whole map has it. My deal is that I don't care, like, I'll help them out or whatever, but I just want to get the groups together. Like, if you get Even Leases and these guys together and be able to work together in one area, that'd be fine. But they're not going to, because they're going to argue over who's the boss. Although Even Lease has a internet following, so he probably would be the leader. My problem with orgs isn't necessarily joining the org. It's that I don't have the willpower to go and micromanage 100 people and tell them how to do everything and go and farm 50, like plan out a bunch of farming events and stuff. But I can lead like one event. And then a lot of orgs that are already built, when you go into them, you're basically like a private. Like you're an entry-level person that doesn't get any say in anything. Oh yeah, put that that helmet on with that armor. Oh, max flex. I'm trying to come up with a I mean, I'm probably never going to convince anyone in the game to wear a light chest piece. I just don't feel like that's going to happen. But we need like a upper level infantry kind of look. Because, like, I know that they're collecting a specific kind of, they're collecting stuff from this for their ship or whatever. I don't know what items that you need to collect for what things in the game, but I can do most of the things in the game. I just don't have the manpower to do it. This guy. This is the dude who wants me to go in the thing because he doesn't want me pushing him around when I walk. Because he wants to be the boss. Also, none of these guys heal them fucking selves ever. I mean, earlier they were doing this whole thing where it was like, they do the thing where it's like, hey, we're going to do Onyx missions. Everybody collect on this point and get on my ship. When it's like, we could just all fly to Onyx. And then they want to farm the Onyx things for materials for their ship, but they only want to do it in a group like this. They don't want to do it in like 1 or 2 man teams, which would allow them to collect more things quicker. If they really cared about the farming. They said this is more fun. I get that. And I'm down with that. But then also they're doing these like resupplies. Like they do like 1 or 2 of these. And then they're going and resupplying at a point. And they're taking like 45 minutes to resupply. Which I don't know what that is. Did he land without his... He landed without his landing gear down. Take another ship. They wanted me on the ship, now they don't want me on the ship. They must have loot on this ship. They're not taking off, though. No, they can't. Are they gonna take off? Are they visibly waiting for me to leave the hangar? Is that what's going on? He visibly was waiting for me to walk away from his ship. Part of me, honestly, although I'm not positive, part of me feels like these guys are the dudes that were killing me at Hathor the other day. But I'm not positive.
Vehicle selected. Please visit.
Any case, I got like a white and orange helmet. I don't know if it would look good with your white and orange like armor or not. And then there's like a yellow and black helmet and stuff. But we have like 60 of these fucking helmets. And we have all the armor pieces for like sergeants and lieutenants and fucking captains and all that shit. Capital G safe. Yes, yes, no, yes. Yes. Ooh, baby. Where doeth we go? Yeah, I don't think that it's going to be hard to convince people. The thing is that we need people to convince people to wear the thing. That's the hard part. Because, like, their group, they convince random people to do things because they have a lot of people doing things and the randoms want to do the things. But these people, basically, all they did was, they're doing the thing that I was saying that we should do, which is, like, do the worm and stuff like that daily. That's what they're doing. They're doing, like, 4 worm fights daily, and then they're farming the Onyx facility, and they're doing, like, the occasional bounty hunter, like, ship missions. Whereas I'm spending like a ton of my time at Hathor, and I'm sitting at Hathor like stalking people, and I got a fun gameplay loop that I like doing at Hathor, which is literally like everyone's looting it right now, and they're getting a ton of rare items and stuff out of it, and they're putting it on their ships, and they're killing each other, and they're killing you, and they're killing the ship. But I'm finding ways to like park my ship in weird places to where it seems like nobody's there, like an AFK ship. And then, like, I'm boarding their ship and stealing their stuff and, like, flying off with their ship and stuff. Or I've been waiting for somebody to do the laser in mine, and I've been sneaking over on foot and finding ways to board their ship. And I did that the other day. I went to Hathor, and there was a Connie that was at the Hathor mining area, and it was already damaged, and its little cargo bay was halfway down, and there was like 2 SCU boxes in there. And I jumped up inside of it. I could barely jump up inside of it, and then I could barely jump on top of the SCU box, and then I could jump up into the Connie. And I was waiting inside of their own Connie with a fucking magnifying glass watching them. And they were loading stuff up into a, whatchamacallit, a Nomad. Well, that's the idea with the armor, is that I don't really care if people wear the armor all the time, but I would specifically want to wear the white helmets and stuff when it comes to like a big org event. Because if you have, like, let's say that we had these guys and even Lisa's guys and a bunch of other orgs and stuff, and we're trying to micromanage that many people, and you have like 50 people or whatever, you know, you might want more than just player tags, and so you could just be like, hey, everyone stash your shit, grab this helmet, go. But also, all the orgs in the game, they wear heavy armor because it's the most protection. Whereas I'm the complete opposite. I say wear light armor. You move faster, you can move around quicker, and also you can't hold as much loot. But in the grand picture of things, if you're in a big enough group, like an org, you don't need to be carrying like 50 bags of loot on every single person. So it keeps people from stealing all your loot, and it means that you can have your main, like your most important guys, pack up the most important loot and like evac them. Because like a light backpack, you can hold like 2 pieces of armor. A heavy backpack can hold like fucking 10. So you go like into Onyx facility, and you have like 10 guys in there with you. They're going to be able to get like 10, 20 pieces of armor. Well, I'm just saying it's hard, like, even for like regular PvE people, it's going to be hard to convince them to wear things that aren't like protection wise. Like light armor takes more finesse to use. Like even in combat against NPCs, you can't take as many hits. You have to move, you have to use cover. You have to use like high powered weapons. Things that like most people just won't do. It's mostly about the mobility, though. Because in the open field, if you have light armor and you can run faster... The thing is with this loadout, though, is that it's medium legs, medium arms, and a heavy helmet with a light chest. So it's very weird. It's not necessarily lighter. It's light, but it's not, like, crazy. It mainly is, like, it keeps you from getting one shot in the head by snipers. And it keeps you from getting, like, injuries on your limbs. But you can still get domed in your chest. I think. I'm not positive. But to me, like, the Stormtrooper vibe is, like, they have that kind of squishiness to them. I feel like when crafting comes in, the light armor is just going to be way easier to produce. That's what I feel. And it's like right now, like Stormtrooper-wise, the only heavy armor that really fits is the Elite Crusader armor, which is just way... It's a big pain in the ass to farm. So there's no way I'm equipping everybody in the fucking org with that set. You know, like you're going to have to go earn that set, and you can keep it and use it. But if we get to the point where we're losing gear, Gonna be a pain. I already got a gist of it though, because with all the helmets that we got, we have like 52 or something of the white helmets, and we have 52 of like a purplish blue helmet with green on it. And the only armor that I've seen online that kind of fit it was the Twilight Orc, but the lights don't match. But watching lore videos and stuff with Star Wars, it fits the Dark Troopers, or like the Death Troopers and stuff, or the Special Forces of the Republic. They have green on their helmets with like a black or a purple suit. So in my head, it's like your entry level would be like the basic Stormtrooper, and then you have green arms for sergeants, blue arms for the lieutenants, red arms for the captains, just like in the Clone Wars, which I have all those ready. And then we have a white and orange helmet, which would be your commander, and then you have a white and black, or a yellow and black helmet, which I guess would be a general, sort of. And then the red armor, the red helmet, I need to get my hands on righteous armor, the Xeno set, the righteous medium set, or the righteous heavy set, and mix that with it, because I think it kind of matches. And that's a really hard armor to get, so for an Imperial Guard, that would look pretty cool, I think. And then for the Scout Troopers, I'm thinking about just using the Geist armors. Well, Geist hat. Because it's a stealth armor, so you'd have like, each squad would have like 4 scouts, and then 10 units in the squad. I think they do increase food use. I know they protect versus the elements better. But I think they do use more food and hydration. These guys might have left. Yeah, he logged off. Interesting. See, but I tried to add the leader on this guy to a chat channel, and he didn't accept it. So he added me to a chat channel, but he won't accept my chat channel. But my idea was to put a essentially make a Republic like Senate, and then get all the org leaders like this guy, put them in the Senate, and then the org leaders would have a chat where they can talk to each other and organize shit. Ooh, ran out of gas, huh? Crazy. Oh, but you know how you were wanting to mine? That's also something I've been working on with Hathor. So I don't know if it's the same for every site, but on Aberdeen, around the Hathor site, there's a shit ton of Hadnite. And I was collecting it the other day, and I had like 2 SCU boxes of it. But you could kind of, sort of, just fly any random ship that you want around a Hathor site and mine the minables and just wait for someone to show up. So, granted, the crime stat thing over there is not working right. I was doing the crimes. I was doing like the mining the other day. I landed to get some RMC. There was 3 guys there fucking killing me repeatedly for an hour. And I couldn't get a crime stat on them. And then I crime statted myself at the end by blowing one of them up. But like I was like in a med bed and he was like unloading mags into me and I still couldn't crime stat him. Because my idea was if we had enough people, you gather around the Hathor site you lock it down with ballistas and like storms and stuff like that. You mine Hadanite and stuff on the outside. You farm the rare armors that spawn on the inside. You could prep the laser and shoot the laser off and harvest stuff on the inside if you wanted. But the main thing would just be like farming the armors, doing some mining, and then if someone came and attacked you, they would get crime statted, turn red, and then you could just shoot them with ballistas and shit. And as long as you kept like a massive supply of ground vehicles there, like you would just be able to blow up anybody, and you could work as a protection detail, basically. That's kind of what I was wanting to do, but it would take a lot of like people, and it'd be very difficult to pull off, I feel like. Just like run protection detail, open the mining shaft up to everybody on the server, and then you just take like a small cut or something. Like they toss you like 2 or 3 minables, or like if a pure Hadanite or a pure Karenite shows up, we get dibs on the pure Karenite. That'd be cool. Daymar. Energy lab. See if we can fill up with gas at the ASD site. The weird thing about all this, though, is that so I've been using the F-55 a whole lot. For like farming and stuff. And I think the F-55 might be one of the best guns in the game for farming. But it's not the greatest at PvP and stuff. And I was using the Zoo suit. Like, I think the Zoo suit plus F-55 is like a pretty solid standard like farming setup, because you're pretty decent versus hot, pretty decent versus cold, and just having like 4 mags for the F-55 is like 600 rounds, which is enough to do most sites without having any extra ammo in your backpack. But yeah, the next time you get in game or whatever, if you want to see if you can make a good look for that white and orange helmet, I was just going to wear it with the normal kind of stormtrooper look. Or clone trooper, I should say. Clone trooper. I don't know if we can fill up with fuel here, but it'd be cool if we could. I'm pretty sure the Eckhart mission has been bugged too, but... Ah, no fuel. It fucking sucks. And it's bugged. What to do? I guess we can take another ship. It's probably the simplest thing to do. Should we check for an ASD part before we leave? I don't know. Maybe. FBL8. That's the light armor, I think, right? One for old time's sake. Sophie James the First. It's all right. Can't complain. Doeth thou complaineth in my courtroom? Oh, I got a gun on my back. What? Oh yeah, I found a lot of these justified rifles. What is that? Chrome or something? Suspect in the wind. Jesus. Why you gotta be so rude? Why you gotta do that? Oh shit. To bury you anyway. The only person ever giving me suggestions is gonna be my wife. You know what I'm saying? Fuck. Fucking dogs. Tired of their shit. I had 150 rounds.
Ghoul drifts into that space in the show. You expect NCR banners, Rangers moving in squads, radios crackling, plans being made. Instead, it's quiet, empty, like the NCR itself has been hollowed out. That emptiness matters because it tells you the big truth Episode 3 is built around. The NCR isn't the NCR anymore. It's the NCR's shadow. A memory of what it used to be, barely hanging on in the hills. That's why the Ghoul going to them is such a strong choice. Because the Ghoul is also not himself anymore. He's Cooper Howard, but also not. He's human, but also not. He's the same person, but made out of replacement parts, scars, bad choices, and 200 years of surviving. He even frames it like a Ship of Theseus problem. If you replace enough pieces, are you still the same thing? Here's the twist. The NCR is a Ship of Theseus too. The NCR was built to be America, but better this time. Rules, rights, courts.
missing most of its body. What's left is a couple of rangers, a robot, and a location that used to matter, and yet that leftover shell still has meaning, because meaning is sticky. It clings to places and symbols long after the people are gone. That's why the NCR becomes useful to the ghoul in two ways at once, as a tool and as a trigger. First, the tool, the simple, cold math. Lucy is trapped with Caesar's Legion, while the Legion itself is split into two camps, each claiming they're the real successors to Caesar. The show makes the point that Caesar is dead, and the Legion is in a power vacuum, which is exactly the kind of situation that makes violent groups even worse. They're not just dangerous, they're bored, angry, and desperate to prove something. And Lucy, sweet, stubborn Lucy, walks in like, "Hi, have you tried conflict resolution?" And the Legion responds the only way the Legion knows how: crucifixion. The ghoul knows he can't just stroll in and shoot everyone, not because he's scared, but because he's practical. Even if he wins, he'll lose something. Ammo, time, his dog, his own body, his chance to keep hunting what he really wants. He sees Lucy as important down the line, and that's the ghoul's way of saying, "Yeah, I need her." So he goes looking for help. And the help he finds isn't a squad, it's information. At Camp Golf, he meets Victor, the cowboy-style Securitron. That's a deep New Vegas pull, because Victor is one of Mr. House's signature tools. Cheerful on the surface, but basically a surveillance puppet built to nudge people where House wants them to go. Victor points the ghoul toward the NCR holdouts in the hills. That's the Alliance seed right there. Because the NCR holdouts are small, but they're still NCR. They're still the sworn enemy of the Legion. And the ghoul instantly understands something Lucy doesn't. In the Wasteland, your best bargaining chip isn't a speech. It's an enemy you can trade. So when the ghoul shows up at the Legion camp, he makes the offer. He gives them the location of the NCR holdouts in exchange for Lucy. On paper, it's a betrayal. It looks like the ghoul selling the good guys out to save one person he barely even likes. But in practice, it's a classic ghoul move. A trade that buys him proximity. He needs to get close enough to pull Lucy down and set the next part of his plan in motion. He uses the NCR like a key that opens a door. That's the tool side of the NCR alliance. The NCR gives him a piece of leverage the Legion actually cares about. But if that was all it was, episode 3 would end with the NCR Rangers dead in the dust, while the ghoul rides away with Lucy like, sucks to suck.
Sucks to suck, nerd. Why is it so warm in this here domicile? Fuck are you shooting a wall for? Ah. Wait a second here. That's not too shabby. Not too shabby indeed.
What's up, man?
How much? This has been
Oh,
glitching my computer out, so my game's been crashing a lot today.
yeah, everybody's stuff's been kind of wrecked. Hang on real quick. I'm switching you from my, for whatever reason. Should be there now. Yeah, I keep getting locked into, the chat. So, and I'm locked into it right now.
Yeah, it's like a glitch. You have to do like enter, escape, escape. It's the only thing that fixes it, it seems.
Yeah, that don't work.
Like you had the chat box open, and then you did escape, escape.
There we go. I got it to work somehow.
Yeah, so I don't know. Now that I'm seeing this chest that you got, I don't know how hard it is to get those chest pieces though. That Microtech. You'd have to find a good arm that matches that.
Oh, that there isn't really one.
I mean, you could try the. It's not like a perfect match, but you could try the black and white ones.
Yeah, I'm looking for a set of the Lynx blacks. I have an Abyss, and I would even look for like I'd love a set of a Lynx Abyss legs.
I'm pretty sure I've left a couple of black Lynx stuff in a box the last couple days. If I have one, it'll be in the Orson, or not Orson, Everest Harbor. I think those orange and black pants are up at Everest Harbor too.
I've been on the search for pilot armor though, like the actual chest piece.
Hmm. So we still have the white Inquisitor arms. Those are probably the easiest ones to get, but and the white Inquisitor legs. But don't know what happened. Oh, the Iceborne. Here you go. Can see if either of those arms look alright with it. I don't know. Yeah, I figured the commander look, I mean, I was gonna just wear it with the normal regular armor, I guess, but it's hard to tell.
Alright, I'm back.
Welcome back. That orange armor, I figured I'd just wear it with the regular look of the stormtrooper thing. I didn't know what it would look like with your orange tiger arms and stuff though, but the I put a couple of the arms on the ground to see if they would match your stuff, but I don't know if it'll look good or not. The Inquisitor, those white Inquisitor arms that have a little bit of blue on them, because those arms and legs are easy to get, and then the Iceborne MKX arms are easy to get. But
Yeah, my armor is like almost impossible. That's what I was trying to say. Is my armor is almost impossible to get.
well, that's good.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah, like the only way I think you might be able to is running over an NPC. And,
Siege
like,
of
one of the
Orison
ones
will
on the
come
ice.
back at some point.
But it isn't gonna have the light ones.
Oh.
I don't have light armor. That's a microtech armor.
Gotcha. I mean, because it's pretty much the perfect thing for the helmet, to be honest.
Actually, I'm gonna try it. I might do that. I might fly over to Microtech today and try to get me some more of that armor.
But I think that one is the Inquisitor armor, and that one's the Orc armor for the arms. I don't know if it'll look because like you have black on the core and you have black on the helmet, so the Orc arms might look okay, but there'll be lights on them. The Inquisitor stuff has like a little bit of blue on it though, on the hands.
Yeah, I wear the that link stuff though because it shows off that I have that undersuit also.
Yeah.
That's kind of I would wear the other one, but it covered like the different types of arms, but it covers. That's a showcase piece. That's actually like that's an armor set that when we do eventually have a full wipe, I'm gonna actually be kind of upset that I lost because that's my main character's armor and has been since 4.0, before 4.0, because that somehow made it through the wipe.
Yeah, see, this doesn't have the crotch armor like the other one doesn't. And it's not as solid. I mean, it does kind of. I mean, it's hard to say. I mean, the blue would be in the armpit. And the blue on the hands kind of matches, but it's not. It's not as clean as the core, though.
Not bad looking.
Yeah, it's not terrible. I like those arms a lot. I wish they would give us different colors. Like if that black was a red or something, it would fit great for the like the Republic look.
I have one of these.
Not shabby at all.
Bunch of these.
And you do have the what are the Venture legs? The gray Venture legs that have the blue straps on the back work all right. But I've been liking the MK5, the Arctic MK5 legs. They look really, really stormtrooper-y. They just got a little bit too much black on them. See if I can find them. I was wearing them a second ago.
Yeah, and then the white doesn't match because my armor's all busted the fuck up.
Yeah.
Because armor degradation is in.
Well,
armor degradation is in the game. Like your armor actually fades and wears. So like the longer your NPC's alive, the more it fades and fades. The more you die, the less you'll notice that it's degrading because it's just regenerating it at that level. Does it make sense?
Yeah. I mean the arms don't really look too off though. I mean both of them look okay. It's just I don't know. I feel like maybe the orc arms look a little bit better. Because they're more solid, where this is more segmented, but it doesn't look terrible. And like these pants are what I've been wearing with like the orc, but they don't have a ice flow version. They just have like the pure white. But I've grown into liking these because they have the front cup like the stormtroopers have, and they have like that small little butt.
I think I have a set of Iceborne.
Well, I don't know.
Oh,
What
you
they're
can have
called.
those helmets. I was trying to say that too. I'm not the biggest fan of the Crest helmets.
I mean,
They're all right. They're just not my favorite.
I'm not the hugest fan of them either, but it was like
Yeah.
the only thing that I could do to find things that would kind of work as like a stormtrooper or like a clone trooper-esque armor is that helmet. And lore-wise, I mean, it kind of does fit the theme a little bit. Like, it would be like the entry-level armor. Like, if we were going to farm up a bunch of cores and helmets like you're wearing right now, like, it would take a while. And you'd have to replace them. But this would be like first level. You grab the Crest helmets and you go in. And then eventually you get more of these cores that you have, and then you transition everybody over to the next level. Like they did in the actual Clone Wars. They went from like phase 1 to phase 2. Because, I mean, essentially... Say what?
These are the ones that I want. I want the black version for the pants, man. I don't have it. I have the arms right here. I'm waiting, just waiting. And then it all kind of matches together. I have the black from the undersuit, the gold that's in the undersuit and everything.
Black in the arms.
Because it matches out. Like, this is the Lynx arms. The Lynx black. I just wish I had that. I don't know. It still kind of works.
Yeah. Try to toss these back in here. I was pretty split on these helmets though, because I mean, I'll wear them and it looks okay, but it's not like perfect. But this was like, I don't even know, like $250 of helmets or something.
Yeah.
See, that chairman guy's inviting me to his thing again. He's like nonstop. That's how he gets people in there, man. He just invites everybody in the whole fucking thing.
On his friends list.
Yeah, I think so. Because it's constant. It's like every few minutes, and it's 24/7. He was here last night. He was here this morning. He's still here.
I'm there. Of that level of gamer or of Star Citizen, so I can't say much to that.
I mean, I get it. It's just that's pretty much how he's growing his group, though. Because after he has,
I want some.
Yeah, but
I want some Lynx legs. I want some Lynx legs black.
I feel like I've seen them somewhere. I just don't grab the Lynx legs that often. But we can go check at Everest and see what's in there.
I ain't too stressed about it. You got a set of pilot arbor?
Pilot. Oh.
Like the chest piece?
The tan one.
I don't care which color. I know there's like different colors.
Well, I know I have the green one, but I should have a tan one unless they deleted it. I should have.
Care if you have the. Oh, unless you don't want to give up the green one, I don't care either way. And if I got money for it too, so.
Yeah, I'm not worried about money. I want to.
Neither am I.
I want to trade in lab samples, and like piss people.
off.
They'd be like, I'll give you like 100 million for your armor piece. I'm like, no, I want 2 lab samples. They're worth like $1 million a pop, but they're hard to find. So eventually, it would just be like fucking like gold. It'd be like Bitcoin. Like, we can only produce 2 of these a day.
Yeah, they do these things over there called Planet Falls. Basically, it's just a giant like camp the OM marker, stuff like that, or defend their little area that they've chosen. And well, they have payouts for it and whatnot. And I'm all like, nah, dude, just save it or donate it to the younglings.
I feel like they deleted my brown one. That's one of the.
Oh no, they're pretty decent over there.
Oh. There's people online that were. I mean, I don't have a problem with those guys in that other chat. It's just they're very. I don't know. They're kind of pushy. But also, it's just the fact that they have like a bunch of randoms going in there, and they're like grouping up with them. And granted, they're sharing the missions with everybody and sharing rep and stuff. But it's like they're farming for things to get like an Idris or something from Wicklow.
Yeah.
So it's like they're doing worm boss fights and shit, but I don't know if they're giving out any parts or anything. Like, are they gonna get mad if you go over there and try to take like a fang or something? I have no idea.
Seraphim now, or Orson, one of the two.
'Cause that's what I want to do. Is like, if we do get like an org group together, is like the first time that we kill a worm as like an org, take like a fang or a pearl from it, and that's gonna be like a trophy, and stick it in the hangar. So like every time that you would kill like a special creature, you like take a part and stick it in the hangar as a trophy.
You have all your armor.
Hmm?
You have all your armor here.
Here.
Like, you have all that armor.
All what armor?
Just like the arms.
Oh yeah, I wasn't super worried about them. I haven't like I don't even know if you can still farm the white ones or not, but
Well, I know you can't place them down just wherever. What did you think of those ones? Were those the helmets you were looking for, or no?
oh no, I don't need the helmet. I need the armor sets. Like I need the legs or the I'm gonna try and get the medium core and the medium arms, ideally, in this red color.
I have the white one. Well, it's got the arm things on it, though, I think.
Yeah, but I'm trying to find something that matches the red and black for the only other thing is that light armor, the Venture, that light Venture that's red and gold, but essentially, like, the thing is that, like, the helmets that I have, I can get the armor for those pretty easily. And then, essentially, you would have clone troopers, white, and then you have green arms, blue arms, red arms, orange helmet, and that's like your ranks of regular clones. And then the security, the elite security armor would be like your commandos, and then you would have the black and green helmets would be like special forces, sort of. Like your Senate Guard, basically. And then we can farm something like your chess piece that you have over time and transition to giving those out to people and phase out the phase 1 armor would phase out just like the Clone Wars movies. And
yeah.
It'd just be like a backup armor that, like, if we lose everything else, we still have something to fall back on. But I'm not super obsessed with the having to look like a clone trooper all the time, but the white is growing on me a little bit. I've never really been a fan of white, so I never really wear it in games, but the more I wear it, the more I just realize that there's just not that many people wearing white. Everywhere I go, nobody's wearing white. And like
it gives it a quasi air of officiality too.
Yeah.
In the game, because it's you're obviously doing something with somebody because you look weird.
Yeah, that's kind of true. I like it with this open-faced helmet though, honestly. Like if I'm not wearing, like if we're not in a group or something, I would just store that like if you're not in a big group, I would just store that crown helmet and slap on one of these open-face helmets and it looks pretty damn good. But no, like I've worn that crown helmet with this armor the last couple of days, and I changed out the core, like the Mad Flex and the True Def core, back and forth. And I've consistently had people just fucking swarm my ass when I'm standing, like, just randomly standing around like terminals and shit. And then even like online, everyone's like, "Where do you get that big ass crown helmet from?" But when it comes to like big groups though, it's just it's very difficult not to notice that somebody has a big ass dolphin fin on their head. So like friendly fire shouldn't really be that huge of a thing, hopefully. But I feel very odd because I've been wearing this white armor, sneaking around, trying to do PvP, trying to sneak on people's ships with it. And every time I'm like, there's no fucking way they don't see my big white ass, like just sitting here. And but no one's seen me yet. Like I've had people like look around with their ships and not see me, which is really fucking weird because I'm like in the desert, everything's orange, and then you just have a white speck on the ground and nobody notices.
All right. I'm going to Orison.
Okay.
Because
there's a gay party.
no, I got to get my flight suit.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, we should stop by Everest so I can look and see if those pants are in there.
Here's your gun.
I mean, you could have
It's
it.
dope. That's the Geist thing, right? Or something like that.
What? No, this is the Justified 7.
Oh.
Do you want it?
No, I'm fine. I don't really like the S71s.
I like them. It's just I don't really have a huge reason to use them all the time.
Yeah, that's where I'm at on it.
They're really silent. It's just they don't kill things as fast as like the S8 rifle.
I like the P8AR and the I like the P8. I like that.
Yeah.
I like the P series of rifles.
Well, that's the difference between them. Like they're very similar. It's just the P8, it kills like a lot of things that'll kill in 2 shots, and it has a lot more recoil, and it doesn't fire as fast. That gun has like no fucking recoil, and it's also silent as hell, but it takes like 3 shots or something to kill. You can just feel it. Because I don't think it has like 15 rounds or something, and it's like pretty similar with the ammo. Oh yeah, but I was also thinking like so like this look, I like this look with the open face helmet. But I was thinking this would be pretty cool for a pilot with the MagFlex armor.
That Max Flex armor actually does look really good with it. They have a black and orange one.
Yeah, they have a black one that has like gray or white on it as well, but I was trying to get something like originally when I put this together, I was trying to find something that looked decent for the like the clone trooper pilot that was in the movie because he had like an open face helmet. But then I kind of like I already had these arms and stuff from like the Republican look, and it worked really well together. So
Looking for a ship.
I like the red and white armor set that we had as well for like the basic Republican trooper look, but it's not as sci-fi like futuristic as this one looks. Like you can tell it's like a starter armor, but it is all light. It's all light armor on that. So
what armor size is that pilot armor? Is that light or? It's not telling me. That's the only reason.
Like armor level.
Yeah, it should be
I
light,
think
shouldn't
it's
it?
a flight suit. I think it's like 10% or something.
Because I know that it can carry a backpack, but I don't know what size either.
Depends on the core armor. Oh, if you're talking about the chest that I gave you, it's light, yeah.
Yeah.
But none of the backpacks look good on it. All the backpacks look weird. It sticks out. It's like there's like a triangle on the back, and then the backpack's just like fucking dangle in the air.
I got.
I don't think it's supposed to use a backpack, honestly. I think it's supposed to be like
It's like the the racing suit. How the racing suit you're not supposed to be able to, but you can put a heavy backpack on it.
yeah.
I turned that white and blue one into a perfect freaking looting suit, and then I started wearing the red and gray one because people were shooting me too easy because I was in white and blue.
Cutter's what I was using at the Hathor thing the other day, and it worked really good.
Cutters are boss. I really like them.
I turned everything off besides one engine and like one dill in the cooler for most of it. And then the Cutter Scout I found out is kind of better than the other ones because you can turn the life support and shit on from the back, which can kind of save your life a little bit. But you can get your detection range like super low, and you can fit a Golem in the back or a Geo or whatever, and 2 SCU boxes, so it's like really good. But if you put on gravity compensation and coupled mode, and you go to Hathor, and instead of getting out on the ground like everyone else does, you float it in the air, and like you lower the ramp to where it touches one of the buildings. You can climb out, do the Hathor thing, and it looks like your ship had been like AFK there and started floating off, and nobody really.
That's actually pretty true.
Yeah.
And it's a cutter, so they don't immediately just fuck up a cutter.
Yeah, that's true. But I was there. Okay, so I was there the other day, and there were people actively trying to kill me. They're always there. They've been trying to kill me for a while. But I was like, they looked at the cutter. They were looking around at it. They were like zooming in on it, looking in the back of it, whatever. Didn't touch it. Landed on the ground, and I waited for them to go, jumped off the roof, broke into their Cutlass Black, and stole all their shit. And then, because they were like looting items and shit, and we stole all their shit. And then I ran into a random guy, and we went back there, and they tried to kill us. And I think they killed me or something. Something happened, and then we came back, and then we stole their Cutlass Black again, and it had like a whole bunch of ship parts and stuff on it, and I had a new guy with me. I gave it all to him. And then I went back at some point, I think, and that's when they were like killing me. I was like farming out there, and I was like getting RMC to repair my Geo because I was mining around the Hathor site, and I ran into those guys, and they were killing me for a fucking hour straight before work. And I kept reviving, kept going over there. They kept camping it. There was like a pile of ships that were already there, like a bunch of destroyed ships they killed. And the cutter was like in the middle of this the whole time. And like things got torpedoed. The dude was like flying in with a Cutlass Black and like self-destructing. He literally one-shot my fucking Paladin with his suicide Cutlass Black. I don't know how he did that, but he like flew over and one-tapped it. All this stuff was happening. The cutter was in the middle of it the whole time. Never got destroyed. It was like all redded out. I was like out there trying to repair it. And I was like, I barely, like I got everything running again. I was repairing the shit out of it, and then one of the dudes randomly went over there to check it out again. And I was like, fuck, and he killed me, and then I had to go and shoot it with a tort before I went to work. And I got crime statted for it because I blew one of them up. But I had 2 SCU of like Hadnite on there, and I had a whole fucking locker full of like rare armors and like that fucking green and black splotchy shotgun from like that event a while back and stuff was in there. So I was a little upset, but it's pretty good. I like the Hathor thing right now, to be honest. I call it legal piracy, okay? Because I'm not
That's
trying
pretty
to...
much what they're doing.
Yeah, well,
Everybody's out there doing that right now.
Yeah, but I'm not killing people. They're just fucking killing... Apparently, if you kill somebody fast enough, they can't crime stat you, so you don't get crime statted.
No, what I do is I wait until they fire on somebody else, and then I missile the shit out of them.
Well, that's what I was trying to do when I was there before, but I couldn't crime stat them. They kill you so fast, they don't get crime statted.
Yeah, that's kind of my name of the game. And I never pick up a crime stat because I just smoke the thing that's red.
Well, I was waiting on them to turn red, and I couldn't, because, like, my whole thing is, like, I flew out there, and I parked a Ballista and an Ursa Rover next to each other. And then I was flying the ship around, getting minables and stuff. And if they killed me, I respawned on the Ursa, and I would get in the Ballista and kill them. But they would kill me, and they wouldn't get crime statted, and then I couldn't kill them with the Ballista because they didn't have a crime stat. So that was my only problem. But
I forgot landing gear compressed. Look at that. It's like my guns are like 2 inches off the ground for some reason.
low rider.
All my friends, you know what I mean?
But no, I'm trying to do basically legal piracy is what I'm doing over there. I'm not killing people. I'm like staking them out. I'm waiting for them. Like, I want them to kill me is what I'm trying to do, basically. The crime stat thing is what I'm trying to get them to do. So, like, if someone goes into Hathor and they mine and they get like if they get like oh, I need to be in the hangar. Oh shit. Oh no, we didn't go in a hangar. My bad. There we go. Let's see if I have something in here. Okay. Oh yeah, I'm pissed. I loaded up a character the other day too, and I was gonna use that for mining and shit. And I was gonna like fly Furies over to like use the Fury as a personal transport to and from the Carrick. And I disconnected when I left Hurston, and it reconnected with it upside down, stuck on some shit on the ground, and I couldn't get anybody to help me get up. Those guys in that chat,
I had that
they died doing it.
I had that tack going, and it
So I got a black and gold undersuit.
Yeah, I had this tack going.
You want some red Lynx legs at all?
Red?
Yeah. And I found Pab black and orange Kovalex edition Pab legs.
I haven't seen those before. Well, I probably have. I just probably don't. I don't pick up legs very often.
There's some red, like really red Overlord Cardinal legs. There's been a bunch of random ass armor spawning. If you go to Hathor, there's a ton of shit. These are like the red Lynx legs. I got a orange and black Azlacan core. Does that spark your interest at all? Oh, I got red and dark red Lynx legs. I don't know which one you'd want, but I think I put the red down.
Oh, these ain't too bad.
I got a black Lynx core. You need that?
Black? No, I need just the legs.
I think I passed on the legs. I know I've seen them somewhere.
I usually pass on legs too.
I got the Azlacan
I was using
black legs in here just because they look like assless chaps. Oh, here's the orange lynx legs.
Oh, you have orange? Good. Here, how am I doing this?
Let's see. Got white
That-
lynx core. I think these are black lynx arms. You got those, yeah?
Yeah, I have the black lynx arms.
Yeah. Other than that, I got a shit ton of cobalt camo DCP shit in here. Some gilded legs and stuff.
Yeah, these ain't too bad. Legs, and they're light. That's the coolest thing about them.
Yeah. I like the Pabs, but they're, what the fuck?
I just died.
Yeah, you just fucking slingshotted through the ceiling. What? You're in the roof.
While I was carrying that, oh, please let it be in my hands, though.
God, where do I not have? Oh, I don't have a fucking med tool.
No, I'm at Maria, anyways. But I'm still carrying the box, so.
Oh God, I need to clip that shit.
Dude.
As I looked over my shoulder and you said, "Oh God."
All right.
Let me.
Well.